Welcome to another episode of Just Cooking. I'm your host, Bassam Al-Alawi, aka Be The Maker on Instagram of Darsin Cafe at the Bahrain National Museum. I'm so excited today because today we have a women's fitness professional. It is Christina of Rocket Fit Chris on Instagram. Woo!
That's me!
So high energy, Christina as usual, and I'm so happy that you're here to share this recipe with us today. How you doing?
Thank you very much for having me here. Today, we're just gonna bake, we're gonna have some fun.
Don't we always?
Yeah, we do.
We gotta do it, yeah. So, tell me, what are you making today?
So today is a Ramadan themed, it's called, we're just gonna call it the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Ramadan bar.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
There's no name for it, but this is inspired by a Philippine dessert.
Right.
But using the ingredients that come from the Middle East, but mainly the dates.
Right, perfect. So it's like, it has that energy, you're gonna add a few walnuts in there,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah, it's chewy, it's buttery, anything that's not with sugar, delicious.
Exactly. And okay, so what are you gonna start with first?
Okay, so we started by putting the walnuts in the fridge so that they don't stick together.
There you go.
The dates in the fridge. Okay, we put them in the fridge so they're cold and they're not gonna stick together. We cut them into 4 and this is how they look like. Okay, so these are our dates.
Beautiful golden ambery nuggets.
Medjool dates.
Medjool dates.
Medjool dates. All right, and we've cut walnuts as well and we've roasted them in the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, nice and good, so they're like super nutty, super crispy.
And the texture is like,
yes.
that was my walnut.
All that
lighting
yummy stuff.
thing.
We've prepared all the ingredients. So the butter is here as well. So the butter, as you can see, is all melted, like really nice and melted, and also cooled down. So
Yeah.
now it's really chilled.
Perfect.
Yeah? And we have eggs in here, all-purpose flour. Yep, the brown sugar, down black sugar, and white sugar, the granulated sugar. This is a mix of our baking soda, baking
Powder.
powder.
You got it, you got
and salt. Okay.
Right.
And of course, our vanilla is here.
And this is a vanilla extract. You like to use only extract because they
Yeah.
taste good and they're authentic. So what
Yeah.
are we gonna start with?
So we start with this. Let's mix in.
Okay, there you go. You got a little bowl over there for whatever you need mixing.
Yeah. So we're just gonna use a whisker. So all my workouts are now gonna go into this.
She's
all
gonna
this
use the
mixing.
bicep arm, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So we're gonna throw in the brown sugar,
Okay.
the white
Perfect.
sugar, the granulated sugar all together with the butter, and then we're just gonna mix that in.
And then you're gonna mix this just until it's incorporated, and you're gonna put it in the bigger bowl so you have more space to kind of work around it, right?
Yeah.
And now I know you are a phenomenal fitness professional. You do both personal training.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Okay, and I think people will be like, "What's going on? Like, this has sugar in it." I mean, what is your philosophy in terms of fitness and like just generally eating?
Look, I like to live a balanced and healthy life.
Right.
Majority of my food is 80%. It's 80% plant-based.
Right.
Okay. But I like to live a balanced life. So when I do want that sweet craving, I want it sweet.
There
Yeah,
you
I want
go.
it cool. Like I'm a human being too. and then I work out after. Like a
Exactly.
lot.
Even trainers / fitness professionals need to have some sweets now and then. And you believe in moderation, so you don't have to
Yeah.
have the whole tray like I do. You can have a piece or a quarter, it's fine.
Look, you can have something very low in calorie.
Yeah.
But you have them all in one tub.
Right.
And it's the same amount of having one actual cookie, like a normal cookie.
Right.
It's the same.
It is the same. Okay, so at this point,
Whew.
how's the bicep arm?
My biceps are really getting work. My
You
forearm.
guys. I mean, Christina,
Guys.
let this not fool you. You can carry really heavy weights. Like you deadlift, you do the squats, you do it all, right?
Yes.
I mean, there you go. And sometimes you do need sugar to perform these exercises, ladies and gentlemen. You're also one of the most popular, if not the popular trainer at F45. Like
thank you.
even just giving you guys a call, your classes are full. Like there is, and that's because what? You do have, like one of your hobbies is dancing, right?
Yeah. So coming to an F45 class, okay, it's like coming to a club with a really high and cool music, and then you just come into this group of energetic people, fun. We all just kind of dance and have fun with the workout. 45 minutes later, you think, oh, the workout's done.
But I mean, it's super intense. right? It's a lot of sweat, and this is exactly the kind of energy that you need during Ramadan. So do not just sit on your sofas, make sure to work out. But you know what? Call her quick, all right? Because her classes go like crazy. Okay, so once this is mixed up, what do we do then?
Okay, so then we're gonna mix in
The dates,
the dates and the walnuts together.
all right?
So in one
In one bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my freshly sanitized hands, and I think we should transfer it to the other bowl.
to the bigger
yeah?
one, yeah.
Perfect. So I'm just gonna mix these up. Freshly sanitized, washed hands, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna pour that in there.
And then let's just put like 1/4 cup of the flour in here. So they don't stick together, and then
Okay.
we're gonna mix it just a
I'm gonna
bit.
eyeball it.
That's
There you
it.
go. Perfect.
And then let's just mix that in all together.
All right. So use a spoon. Mix that up. I think it's worthy of mention that you recently got married. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well, guys, we've been waiting for this a long time. So
And it's finally here. As
Finally.
you know what, all good things comes to those who wait.
it's really just the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
Like you just have to adapt to everything and do what you can. You cannot stop life.
Exactly. I mean, in the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, do what you can.
Do what you can. Okay,
All
then
right.
let's put in 2 eggs in here.
All right. I'm gonna do my
One hand.
trying my best here.
This is a skill, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
That's it.
Perfect. And you're gonna kind of mix this up until it's like completely uniform.
Yeah.
Right?
So let's all mix that
You
in
guys, she's
together.
been mixing for the past like what, 10 minutes? Like that's impressive.
Substitute.
If that doesn't convince you, you're convinced now, right?
This is like your arm strength. This is what I've been working out for my entire life.
There you go. There you go.
Made for this, only for you guys.
I mean, one of the reasons why I actually would love to host you on the show is that, one of the questions we get asked a lot is, as women, not me, but like generally women in Ramadan, they basically want to kind of work out, and everybody's concerned about gaining weight, right?
Yeah.
What's your kind of advice in this time?
So during Ramadan times, if you're a person who haven't worked out at all in your life,
Right.
I would suggest to start really, really slowly, or have an advice from your doctor first, because fasting like this is not a joke. I've done it before, actually,
Brilliant.
just to understand how people feel here,
Yeah.
how my clients would feel.
Right. So you kind of take into account that your clients are fasting, and you alter the workouts or their system to accommodate them.
Accordingly.
Brilliant.
Everyone is so different into adapting. Even if you're someone who's very, very active, and then you go into this fasting state, it could really affect you. Like,
Right.
you don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. But
So take it easy. Be gentle.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the best time to actually lose tremendous amount of fat if you do it right. Like this is
There
like
you
the
go.
the golden plate now.
And I mean, they can have this while they're attempting to lose the weight.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, definitely. It's all in moderation, guys. Even if you're calorie counting, just compensate here and there. Do cardio. Like my husband, wow.
Name drop husband, mic
So
drop.
my husband,
Yeah.
he eats a lot of sweet, but then he compensates with cardio a lot later
Right.
as well. Same with me.
Because he has a sweet tooth. Not as sweet as yours, but like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So what do we do now?
Okay, so this is done, and so we can
Excellent.
now.
You want to scoop it all in here?
Not yet. So we put in the
Fl-
flour
Thank
first.
you for correcting me. This is
So-
your recipe. Own it.
So no, here.
Okay, there
So
you go.
that's half the flour, half. That's it.
There you go.
So let's just incorporate the flour. Oh, this is now going out. That's okay. We can manage.
You're good?
Yeah.
You're good?
So we put in half the flour
Okay. And we mentioned that,
with the mixture.
and people do this so that they don't overactivate the gluten. You don't want it to be like too tough, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then let's get it.
All right. There we
So
go.
guys, you really need to work out.
In order to, you want me to
you
take over? Let me
are-
take over. Let
Thank
me
you.
take over. She's good. You good?
Let's flex. Can you see?
Good. There you go. And
Yeah.
so you specialize in women's training, right?
Yeah.
And your advice basically incorporates the fact that you need to take it easy during this time. You actually mentioned something to me off camera, which I think is very interesting. Your goal with your clients is to allow them to build habits, like to kind of turn this into a
Lifestyle.
perfect.
Yeah. I mean, fitness is all like this. You have to build small habits where you could see yourself doing for a very long time. May it be drinking like a minimum of 3.5 liters of water every day, or having an hour of walk every day, or some things like this. Small habits can create like a really, really good thing for you and for your health, especially for women. Like a lot of women, from what I can understand, like they do this for a bit and then they'd stop for a bit.
Because it's too extreme, like the change is
Too extreme.
Right.
Like they would just start doing everything, and the baking powder and
All right. So baking powder and salt into this mixture.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll bring back the whisk. So yeah, small changes basically.
Small changes. It's all about building a lifestyle suitable for you, so you can keep doing it for a long time, right?
Perfect. And I mean, if people want to kind of converse with you and kind of figure out, ask you questions and stuff, they can always DM you on Instagram. You're okay with that?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Rocket Fit Chris, ladies and gentlemen. Rocket Fit Chris on Instagram. The name's going to be shown at the bottom of this page, wherever it is. All right, so I've mixed up what you told me.
Perfect.
The baking powder, the baking soda, and the salt.
Perfect. Now
Okay.
we're gonna mix it in here
All
with the
right.
walnuts and everything.
So it's like a beautiful creamy mixture.
Yeah,
I mean, look
so
at that.
it has to be thick, yeah.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be liquidy or watery.
And you're doing that because you want the kind of dates and stuff to suspend.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
The dates are actually what's gonna make it so chewy and everything soft.
Beautiful. I love the incorporation of dates in this because I don't know. I just like dates in Ramadan. They're just the perfect energizer, especially if you have long nights ahead.
You know what I fasted for Ramadan? Yeah, like
How did you find
4
it?
years ago. I got so addicted with dates. So addicted with dates. After like, okay, when the prayer comes, well, I don't pray, but after the dates, I was like, oh my God, I need to have like 5 to 10 dates. And then the tea is good.
Well, we mentioned this on other episodes. Tea, dates, staples of Ramadan, you guys. And I think incorporating this recipe into your dailies is going to be great. When we come back, this is going to go into the oven. See you in a bit. We're back, you guys. So what are we going to do now?
So now we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla into the mixture. Just a drop
Almost there, you guys.
or more.
Just a
there
little
we
more.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so we're just gonna mix it in there.
And this is a really nice, authentic, glycerin-based vanilla, you guys. It tastes phenomenal. All right. So now you're gonna basically set this aside, and you've already pre-baked a whole one because you want it to rest.
Yep.
Okay.
So the batter is ready. You're gonna put in the oven, which was preheated for 165 degrees Celsius, and then you're gonna just bake that for 40 to 45 minutes. You're gonna have that nice brown crisp top and the sides,
Perfect.
and the middle is just a little bit more like a bit more shaky. So it
Jiggly.
should be soft,
All right.
jiggly.
Perfect. And so basically, we mentioned that dance is a huge hobby of yours, but it's not the only hobby. Let's put it over here. You guys, you gotta check this out.
So
look at
this is
that.
how it looks like. So it's brown on the top,
Perfect.
nice and cool. Because after you bake it, you have to rest it for an hour.
Just so that kind of jiggly bit settles.
Yeah.
And you can cut it easily.
Yep. So that jiggly part is the moist part. It's the soft
the
part.
chewy part. The chewy part.
It's the lovely part. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna help you kind of loosen it up. There we go. Oh man, that looks delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So
Here we go.
I mentioned this again, but I will mention it a third time. You basically, one of your hobbies is basically, you have a business called Bake Lane.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
So Bake Lane is something that I like to do. It's a hobby. I bake like these things that I like to eat and my husband like to eat.
Right.
But Bake Lane has a mission, so it's basically about giving more. Bake Lane.
Like charitable work, basically.
Exactly. So
Right.
it's mostly active when we have a cause, like the recent one, and we're raising money to fund the typhoon victims of the Philippines and
Right.
these kind of things. So there are a lot of things going on in there. So you should check out the Instagram, the.bakelane. This will be available as well for the Ramadan. Only for Ramadan.
It is available now, technically, because we're So
Yeah.
be sure to get that, you guys.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Are you gonna do the honors?
Okay.
All right,
So
perfect.
let's do it.
So it's nice. It's the kind of color on the outside is beautiful and like caramelly. The texture is nice. You've got the bits of dates in there, the kind of roasted walnuts, the vanilla, the whole thing. It's a party.
Okay.
Look at that. That's like my impression of cutting.
So as you can see, like it's nice and soft in the inside, so it's really chewy, so the date kind of settle in and like, see.
There you go. Here, GoPro time.
GoPro
Look at
time.
that. Oh, I'm gonna eat that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all your walnuts and dates in together.
And
Nice and sweet.
basically, you're gonna plate this up, and when we come back, she's gonna be presenting it to you. See you in a bit. Hey guys, we're back with Christina's amazing Ramadan date-based bar. You guys, I mean, it looks fantastic. It's ooey, it's gooey.
Falling.
And you said like it's good to kind of rest these in a cold spot, right? But I get too excited, so I always like cut into it, right? You also mentioned like this is like the staple in celebrations in the Philippines, right?
Yeah. So like if you go to a gathering, they are packed in this little tiny.
Look at that.
Yes. So usually it's a cellophane one, the red, the green, the gold, but usually it comes in red and gold. So these are the things that, you know, like the grandmothers, they put in their pocket, save it for later. Or the kids, like they gather and you have an aunt and they give you this when you come to the house.
And they slap your hand when you take 75.
So these are the deals. So it's really good for Eid. So when you come, when you have family, of course,
Kids are gonna love this.
Yeah, but social distancing gatherings during the Eid times, these are so good to give to the kids and your other families.
You guys, I'm so glad. Chris, thank you so much. Of Rocket Fit Chris, thank you so much for coming here today and making these beautiful Ramadan date bars. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And you guys, remember to catch her classes at F45 for personal training that's different. DM her on Rocket Fit Chris. And I can't wait to dig into these. Have a blessed Ramadan, and remember, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay grateful. See ya.